Hi, I'm Dr. Stan Steindl. Welcome back to Compassion in a T-shirt. Today, in honour of International Women's Day, I wanted to share the stories of 5 extraordinary women who embody compassion and its many facets: wisdom, strength, courage, and a caring commitment. These are women who inspire through their actions, showing what it means to care deeply for others, stand up for justice, and offer kindness in the face of adversity. But here's something to think about as we go through their stories. What if the same qualities that make us compassionate towards others could also be turned inward? Stay with me, because we'll circle back to that idea at the end. Let's begin with Rosa Parks, an everyday woman who made an extraordinary stand, or rather sat, for justice. In 1955, her refusal to give up her bus seat was a peaceful yet powerful act that helped spark the civil rights movement in the United States. On December 1st, 1955, in Montgomery, Alabama, Parks quietly took a stand by staying seated on a segregated bus. Her simple act of defiance wasn't loud or aggressive. It was the power of calm determination. She later reflected that she wasn't physically tired that day, but rather she was tired of giving in. This moment of quiet dignity became a catalyst for a nationwide movement, inspiring others to confront injustice with steadfast compassion. Her compassion was rooted in dignity, respect, and a profound sense of justice for her community. I would like to be remembered as a person who wanted to be free, so other people would also be free. This wasn't about confrontation, but about a quiet strength and determination that ignited change. In the United Kingdom, Emmeline Pankhurst led the charge for women's suffrage. She was determined to give women a voice in politics and society, a mission that required resilience, courage, and a fierce dedication to justice. In 1908, Pankhurst led thousands of women to Parliament in a bold demonstration demanding the right to vote. Her activism wasn't without sacrifice. She faced multiple imprisonments and hunger strikes. During one such hunger strike, she endured brutal force feeding, yet her determination never wavered. Her sacrifices became a rallying cry for women's suffrage, a reminder that compassionate justice sometimes requires fierce resolve. We are here not because we are lawbreakers. We are here in our efforts to become lawmakers. Her compassion was not soft. It was bold and assertive, fighting for a better future for all women. Marie Curie, a pioneer in science, wasn't just driven simply by intellectual curiosity. Her work was deeply compassionate. Her discoveries in radioactivity revolutionized medicine and saved countless lives through advancements in cancer treatment. During World War I, Curie didn't stay in her lab. She took her scientific knowledge to the battlefield. She developed and equipped mobile X-ray units known as Little Curies, which were used to treat wounded soldiers. Curie personally trained medical staff and even drove the vehicles herself. Her compassionate application of science saved countless lives and reflected her deep commitment to human well-being. Her compassion was expressed through intellectual courage and a deep desire to help humanity. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Her quiet dedication broke barriers and opened doors for women in science. In Pakistan, Malala Yousafzai has become a global symbol of resilience and compassion through her activism for girls' education. After surviving a violent attack by the Taliban, she didn't retreat. She raised her voice louder. In 2012, Malala was targeted by the Taliban for speaking out about girls' education. After surviving a gunshot to the head, she delivered a powerful speech at the United Nations on her 16th birthday, known as Malala Day. Standing before global leaders, she declared, "One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world." Her compassion extended beyond survival. It became a global movement for education and equality. I raise my voice, not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. Her compassion is both fearless and nurturing, rooted in the belief that every girl deserves the right to learn and grow. Bok-dong, a survivor of wartime sexual slavery during World War II, transformed personal pain into global activism. Her advocacy for fellow survivors showed extraordinary courage and compassion. At the age of 67, Kim Bok-dong courageously spoke out about her experiences as a victim of wartime sexual slavery. She became a leading voice in weekly demonstrations outside the Japanese embassy in Seoul, known as the Wednesday demonstrations. Despite her trauma, she channeled her suffering into advocacy, co-founding the Butterfly Fund to support victims of sexual violence globally, transforming her pain into a beacon of hope and justice. She didn't seek revenge, but dignity. We are not here for revenge. We are here to restore our dignity. Her work helped countless others find a voice and inspired compassion through action and justice. Cathy Freeman, an Indigenous Australian athlete, captured the world's attention when she carried both the Australian and Aboriginal flags after her Olympic gold medal win in 2000. That moment was a powerful statement of unity and respect. At the 2000 Sydney Olympics, Freeman faced immense pressure as the nation's big hope for gold. When she won the 400-metre race, she took a victory lap carrying both the Australian and Aboriginal flags, a bold and compassionate gesture that symbolised pride, unity and reconciliation. That moment became iconic, representing not just athletic triumph, but a deep acknowledgement of Indigenous culture and identity on the world stage. When I'm running, there's no pressure. The world seems to disappear. Freeman's compassion is expressed through pride in her heritage and a deep commitment to representing her people on a global stage. These women showed compassion through action, advocacy, courage, and representation. But here's the twist. The same qualities they demonstrated outwardly are just as important when we turn our compassion inward. In compassion-focused therapy, compassion involves wisdom, strength, courage, and a caring commitment, qualities we often direct towards others. Yet what if we allowed ourselves the same care, strength, and courage these women offered the world? Can we hold space for our own dignity like Rosa Parks? Stand firm in our self-worth like Emmeline Pankhurst? Embrace intellectual courage and heartfelt dedication like Marie Curie? Stand strong and tall like Malala Yousafzai? And speak up for our own vulnerabilities? Speak our truth with fearless resilience like Kim Bok-dong? Or carry pride in our identity and represent ourselves boldly, just as Cathy Freeman did on the world stage? This International Women's Day, let's celebrate not just the compassion these incredible women showed to others, but also reflect on how we can nurture those same qualities within ourselves. The compassion these women showed towards others, whether through acts of justice, discovery, advocacy, or representation, reminds us of the profound impact compassionate action can have on the world. Their stories inspire us to extend kindness, courage, and support to those around us. But what if we also turn that same compassion inward? What would it mean to give yourself the same respect, strength, and care that you offer to others? That is the heart of self-compassion, and it might just be the most powerful lesson of all. Thank you for joining me on Compassion in a T-shirt. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, remember, the compassion you admire in others is already within you, ready to grow, ready to empower, and ready to transform. These are the stories of Rosa Parks, Emmeline Pankhurst, Marie Curie, Malala Yousafzai, Kim Bok-dong, and Cathy Freeman. Each a shining example of compassion's many forms and the power it holds to inspire, uplift, and transform.